Hello, my small group leaders. Welcome to April. It is April week number 1. Reminders that I want to start you guys off with. Next week, we have Easter in the amphitheater, and so we won't have any elementary children. However, we would still love your help in leading some of the littles during the main service, okay? So for that, we do have an 8 a.m. and 8 o'clock in the morning Easter volunteer service. And so that's open to any of the volunteers, people who are able to serve with the children and stuff like that. So please, if you are able to do that, we would love to have you guys help out downstairs. Contact me or Lauren to get more info on that, and we'll be taking over the sanctuary and all that stuff. Then we'll have the regular service and whatnot, and you can serve there. The other announcements we have are things like we have the tithing box that's right outside of 207, and we have envelopes that sit right on top of that box. And so if you do have children who bring a tithe, please have them fill out that little envelope, put their money in and stuff, and then they can put it into the box. Then you also have those new Bible locations inside of your classrooms, which are all on the cubbies, or for the 4th and 5th grade boys, it's in a little different box for you guys, all right? But that'll be a really handy way for you guys all to have access to Bibles. Now let's go ahead and jump right in, okay? So this month we're talking about humility, which is all about putting others first by giving up what you think that you deserve, right? And we're doing this in a big illustration of a community garden, because in a community garden, everyone has access to it. What you do will sometimes affect the people around you and things like that, because, you know, if you're sharing a plot really close to someone else, like that matters. And so with all of this, it's all about putting others first, right? And so Philippians 2:3 is the verse that we're going to go through. Don't do anything only to get ahead. Don't do it because you were proud. Instead, be humble. Value others more than yourselves. And again, that's Philippians 2:3. And so today we're going to be looking into a lot of the story of Jesus as it leads up to Easter. So it'll be really cool, but it's Palm Sunday and Jesus washes the feet of his disciples, okay? And today we are going to, the big question of when has someone put you first, and also the bottom line of Jesus put others first, right? And so as we look at the example of Jesus, we can also remember, when have we done put other people first? When have we, not cut in line? When have we not, tried to be the first and the best and the whatever, getting ahead that is the bad kind of getting ahead, right? And so as we do this, we're going to dive into some really cool things. Now, the first thing, go ahead and stand in a circle, and this is just an open activity. Call out a color and point to a child, and they have to name something in that color within like 3 seconds. If they don't, they sit down for that round and then do a couple rounds of that, okay? So that's just a quick opening one. Here, opening number 2. Go ahead and pair up your children, but don't really tell them what you're doing yet. And they're going to sit back to back, and then you're going to ask them different questions, and it's going to be questions about their partner. And so it's like, okay, is your partner wearing socks? What color is your partner's shoes? Things like that. So they can't look at their partner because they're already sitting back to back, but each one, they get a point for the questions that they answer correctly, okay? And so have all the kids kind of line up to where you can make sure that none of them are looking, and then ask them all the same question at the same time, and see if any of them get it right and stuff like that. That'll be really fun. You might have some candy or something you can hand out if, as long as they don't have a no food thing on their tag, then you should be able to hand that out. If they do have the no food thing, then just let me know and we'll find another prize for them, okay? Then we're going to go to large group and hear all about that story. When you come back, go ahead and ask the kids to sit or stand in a circle. And what you're going to do is explain that at your signal, kids will begin to start passing these eggs that you'll have. And this one's going to be more for the older children. I'm thinking 4th and 5th grade. 2nd and 3rd grade, you guys might want to skip this altogether just because of how intense it is in the discussion. But anyway, you have a large egg and a small egg, and they're kind of randomly around the circle, right? They'll start passing them around whenever you say go. And basically when you say stop, then you have to, the kid holding the larger egg will suggest how a prideful, selfish, self-focused person might react in a situation. And the kid with the smaller one will suggest a humble response to whatever is in the situation. And you're going to go ahead and read off those scenarios and those scenarios on your paper for you. So for instance, like your brother ate the last piece of your birthday cake. If I'm holding the big egg, then that's going to be I'm so mad at him because I'm being prideful and I wanted to keep it for myself. And then the smaller egg will be more like, you know what, he can have it. Like, I already had some dessert or something like that. That would be more of a humble response. And so that's kind of what you're looking for. Then you have your Bible story extension, and some discussion questions and whatnot. And so as you go through this Bible story extension, you actually are going to grow some grass that they can take home. And so you'll have a cup and some grass seeds, and a little thing, couple little things to like make faces and stuff like that, make it more fun. But they will take these instructions home. These will be like on a little card, and they'll take their cup. You'll have some soil. You can put the soil in the cup and put the seeds in there and all of that, and instruct them to like water it at home twice a day, things like that. Put it near a window so that it can have some sunshine. But all of this is about that community garden feel, right? Thinking about others and other things. And when we think about others and put others first, then something cool grows out of it, is what we're trying to get at here, okay? And so you have some really good review questions that go along with that too, and some discussion questions that go along with it. And so definitely go through those today. Then you have a verse to take with you, and you'll have some different plastic eggs. We should be able to get to this. We should be able to have enough eggs for this. And so you'll have some plastic eggs, and basically you're going to separate the eggs until you have 20 halves, okay? And so after they have 20 halves, they're going to look up that Philippians 2:3 verse, and one partner is going to read part of the verse as the other partner assembles one egg for every word, right? And so as you do that, you'll see that there are like the right amount of words for it and whatnot. But as they're doing that, it's just a hands-on thing to do while they're studying the words to the verse, okay? And then go ahead and go through the ask part at the very bottom, which is really good. It's like, what are the do's and don'ts found in this verse, right? Like there are 2 don'ts at the very beginning and then some do's after that. And so break those down a little bit so that they really understand what it's talking about in the verse, and go through a discussion there. Then with prayer, go ahead and take some sticky notes, and you can have them either write a prayer request on that sticky note, take the sticky notes and pray for someone else, anything like that. However you want to spend that time praying together, but definitely do that. And by that time, we should be all done, especially with the Grow Guy instructions and stuff like that. That'll be a lot of fun for them to work on together. And that's it for this week, guys. Thank you so much for all that you guys do. Remember to pray for your children, because that is the biggest thing and best thing that you can do for them, to prepare their hearts to be ready to hear whatever God has to say to them today. And I will see you guys in a little bit.